everybody, my name is CyberGamerX, and welcome to another Minecraft mod showcase. Today, we are going to be reviewing Pneumaticcraft from Minecraft 1.8. Now this mod isn't fully complete with its update to the newer Minecraft versions, so not everything's complete, but most of the functionality's there. A few of the models aren't correct, but those are being fixed, so hopefully in the future those should be normal, so when you're playing this, everything should be just fine. Now, this is a massive mod, so I'm not going to show you everything today. It's going to take me about 3 to 4 episodes to cover it. So, if you want to see me finish this mini-series, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Anyways, let's get started. So, I'm a standard Minecraft player. I've got the basics, bit of iron, nice base. Now, how do I get started with this mod? Simple answer, you want these items. 64 iron ingots, another 10, 8 cobblestone, 1 glass, and 8 wood, as well as TNT. Now you also want a crafting table with you, just so you can get everything made. Now the rest of the items in here are just for some demonstrations later on. I'll get more into that in a bit. But the first thing we're going to do is go outside over to this obsidian thing here. Because underneath this obsidian, I got a redstone torch. So if I place TNT there, it will explode. Now, it doesn't matter how you ignite the TNT, but this is my preference because it doesn't blow up the nice, beautiful landscape. Yeah, I got a nice mansion. I don't want it blown up. So, you're going to place down the TNT and drop 64 iron into it. Yes, I know, I dropped iron into TNT. But, you get compressed iron. Because this mod is all about air pressure and pneumatics, everything will use compressed iron. So, what you're going to want to do, place down a crafting table, go into it, and start crafting. So, put the iron in the format like you would a furnace, twice. That gives you 32 pressure chamber walls, and then you're going to want to take your wood here, convert that into 32 planks, or if you've already got the planks, just use that, and you're going to want to craft yourself 4 chests. So put your chests in, take your iron, and craft yourself 2 normal hoppers, and if I take this iron here, 2 omnidirectional hoppers. And these are really cool, because they don't just go the normal ways as a hopper, they can go up. So it's very useful, and just fun to play with. Now, you're going to take your compressed iron, put one on either side, glass in the middle. That gives you some pressure tubes, and take your cobblestone, and craft a furnace. Now, you're not done yet. Take 1 pressure chamber wall, and combine it with a pressure tube, giving you a pressure chamber valve. So take that out, and then take yourself another 2 pressure chamber walls, and combine it with these hoppers. That gets you pressure chamber interfaces. Now, take a furnace, 1 more pressure chamber tube, in this format, no, this format here. I always get it wrong. But anyways, you got your furnace, pressure tube, and a bit of compressed iron to get you an air compressor. Now there's more types of these, which I will get into a bit later on. But, take these items, get them in your hotbar. Now also, you will want an item to work with, like just to build. So I'm going to take a bit of wood. Now, let's build it over here. So you're going to want to build a 3x3 area with this. And also put your pressure chamber valve here. Interface here. Now, break this block here. So you can place this. And you want the I and O facing each and different. The reason is, the I means that that's where items will go in from. O means that's where items come out from. So keep building, and let's just finish this off. So leave 1 space in the middle, and then just cover the top and bottoms. Now, you're almost ready. So once you're done that, take your tubing, and then just something like that, put down your air compressor. Now, you're not done yet. Take your omnidirectional hopper, put 1 pointing in to one of the eyes. Then, build yourself a little bit of a foundation. Make sure you can get in. And face the omnidirectional hopper that way, where it says O. Now, if I right-click on this, you'll see it has a really nice interface. Like, great job for the creator of this mod. So, information here just tells you what this is. So, you can pause now and read that. You've got upgrades, which I will get into more next episode. Pressure, so this just tells you how much air pressure is in here, how much it can hold. Problems, which no valid item in the chamber. So I'm not using this at all, so that's a problem. And then status. So this just tells you everything you need to know about it. Now, this mod is compatible with NEI and also the in-game wiki mod, so I will leave a link to those in the description, because they are really useful mods. Now, as you can see here, we've got an air compressor. On the right, as you can see in the other one as well, the pressure chamber in the interface, it had this here. That's a pressure gauge. So, this is 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar. 5 bar is the max this can go to. If it goes beyond that, there is very much a risk it'll explode. And yeah, it's a big crater and not a lot of tolerance for anything. So, what this can do is if I go back here, I kept a few items here, some coal and iron. Now it's time to show you what this does. So, I'm going to right click here, put the coal in, and you can see this starts working. So you can put anything that burns into here, and it will generate air pressure. Now as you can see, this arrow is very, very slowly moving, so I'm going to wait here until that is completely just close to 5 bars, so it'll work. I'll see you then. Okay, so we're now just about 4.5 bars of pressure, so that should be sufficient, and make sure it doesn't explode. So, let's head over here to this omnidirectional hopper, which again has a very nice interface. Great job. And this is where we're going to input our items. But first, we've actually got to go over here, and... oh, I hope... okay, so I'm going to have to destroy this hopper quickly. Make sure you don't do that when you're building this, just place it after the fact. But right-click here. So what this is the interface. So, you've got all your sand things. Redstone behavior, so enable on any signal, so it's enabled. But you can change that to it has to be a high signal to enable it, or a low signal to enable it. But I'm just going to keep it on any signal, it's easier. Anyways, you got a filter here. Now, you can do it with items, so you place in an item. You can do a creative tab, so you open a tab, pick a block. It's annoying, but item names begins with, so you type in the beginning of an item name, and if it begins with that, then it will work. Or item name contains, so say like crafting table, I put in table. If it said table, then it would allow it to come out. But in my case, I just want items, and I'm going to throw in compressed iron. As you can see, I didn't lose any compressed iron, I just have to have it. So once that's in, that's the only thing that can be filtered. Now, let's put my omnidirectional hopper back, take this apart, and I'm going to show you how this works. So I'm going to have to let out a bit of pressure so this doesn't explode, because that would have been bad. So that's what I mean, it has a bit of tolerance, not a lot. So, I'm going to put in 2 iron. It's going in, as you can hear that noise. And, if I wait, it should come out very soon, as compressed iron. So you don't need to use TNT anymore. That's how you now get iron, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio where the TNT wasn't. So, this is the basics you're going to need. I'm just going to depressurize it like this, just so I don't have it exploding on. But, now it's time I show you a bit of the rest of it. So I'm going to clear my inventory. And we've got multiple compressors here. So, we've got the one you just saw, which is the air compressor. The advanced air compressor. The electrostatic compressor. Vacuum pump. And creative compressor. Now, the creative compressor can only be achieved by cheats, whereas the others can be crafted. So, if I head outside, I'll show you what they do. So, first one is the standard compressor. So I've got myself a bit of coal here, and items here. Now, I will show you what the speed upgrade and air canister are later on, but for now I'm just going to use them, and you might figure out what they are. I'll go into more detail later. But, open the air compressor. Anything that burns can go in here, so place in your coal. And, if I just speed it up, you can see it's got a bit of air pressure. So, that's that. But then the advanced one. This is a bit more interesting. Placing my coal, now I place in the speed upgrade. Now as you can see, it's actually almost at 10 bars. Because the advanced, everything that says advanced in it basically, so advanced pressure tube, they can go up to 20 bars. So that's a fair bit, but as soon as they go higher, they explode. In fact, how about we watch it explode? So, I'm there. As you can see, one of the tubes exploded, because there's just too much pressure. So I'm going to turn it off for now, and let's look at the other ones. So, I've got the creative compressor over here, and all I do, go in, I can control how many bars it gives out at the decimal place. So, I'll set to 3 bars. And that means air is coming out, because I haven't sealed it at all. So, I'm just going to turn this off, because it's annoying. And now, let's get on to the vacuum pump. So this one, if I go in, I take my air canister, which is full. As you can see, the pressure is coming out, because this is putting in 5 bars. I've got this thing here, which is the vacuum pump. And the way it works, I put pressure in one end, which is, in this case, this end. When it gets to enough pressure, it removes it from this end. And then this is just a charging station, which, again, I'll explain next episode. And what it'll do is it's removing the pressure. So we're now at 8 bars. So I'm going to just quickly remove this. And also don't know why that's still there, but that's better. And the final one, the electrostatic compressor. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to stand here, see how it says 0 bars? Now it's time to change that. So, if you hit it with lightning bolt, or any iron bars attached to it, it will generate a lot of pressure. So as you can see, it instantly jumped to 5 bars. So it gets hit enough, it'll get more pressure. More bars connected, more pressure it'll make. And you can see you got a lot coming out. Now, I'm just going to see if I can turn this off, because I hate the noise. But that should hopefully make it a bit nicer. And I've got a few more items to show you. So, some things you're going to need that aren't yet done. Safety tube module. And I've got a bit of redstone to show you what this does. So, let's head over here to my normal air compressor. Which, as you saw, exploded. I'm going to put this in place. And, let's see, how about here? Place it down. So as you can see, it's now connected to the tubing, whereas it doesn't have a texture though. But it's connected. So, I'm going to connect a bit of redstone to it, and if I look at it, the formula is, so 7.5 minus the redstone signal, and then divided, basically split in half, that's how much pressure it will have until it releases it. So, yes, I know it's a bit confusing, but, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... That should cut it. As you can see, it's letting out air. And I believe this will go down to, 1.5 bars. So, now the pressure can't go beyond 1.5 bars. So that's great. And if I move this back, power in here, now it can go even further. So I'm going to put in a bit more coal. Speed it up. Now it can go to 2.5 bars. So for every piece of redstone after the first 2, it can go half a bar extra is what happens. Now, I'm just going to turn this off because that gets really annoying after a while. But anyways, that's all for today's episode, and there's a lot more for me to review next episode, as you can see here. So, if you would like me to continue this series, consider dropping a like or subscribing. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great day.